Hello, hello, hello! How's everyone doing? Tirean here. Hope you're having a good day so far. So, you may have noticed that the inside of this church is a little different to last time. We kind of rushed it last episode with the interior because I didn't have a lot of time. So, we changed the roof on the inside a little. I think it's much better now. This back part here needs more eyes looking at us. I'll probably get some during this episode because we're now recording, and those guys like to show up every single time. We put some little stuff on the side as well. So you come in, you grab your book, you grab some bread, you go sit down, and then you go listen to Tirean speak on and on about the wondrous of this place and the world, and the greenery outside, and the trees, and the animals. It's all good, man. It's all good. I've been doing quite a bit of stuff off camera, as you may see. There's been some changes afoot. We've got a lot of buildings up now. Not decorated, just the base buildings so we can see everything. I think I got this entire left side done, or right side, depending which way you're facing. Hey chicken, how you doing? Let's go have a quick bird's eye view, shall we? So, on this episode, we're going to be building a graveyard, which is going to be here. Because if you have a church, you need a graveyard. And we're going to be working on this area here in this corner here. You can see I've started raising up the ground. I got a stupid idea with these rivers, by the way. I've been thinking about raising up every single river. Raising the water levels and making it look all man-made. All the way around with like a walled structure going around the outside of each of these. So I think I'm kind of stuck with that idea now. So that's going to be a lot of extra work in the future. It's going to be good though. But yeah, look at my beautiful city now. It's looking great. Starting to come together. We're getting the plan going. I've got my different layers of walls. I'm very excited about this. I've also, this is probably the last farm we're going to put in here. The rest is now going to be, we've got the graveyard here. We're going to have a fishing hut here. That's what it's going to be. Spoiler alert. And then the rest is just going to be houses. This should be up in a couple more episodes, and then we can have a nice little tour. Still got to do interiors though. Not looking forward to that. Boop. You see that skill? I've been practicing that. Okay, let's get working on the graveyard, shall we? So for this church design, for this graveyard design, I want to have a little rundown look. So I've gone with this stone cracked brick. Because I want it to feel like this place isn't visited a lot because people don't like coming here, so they don't maintain it. So we're also going to make the inside look very messy at the same time. That one is too high or one high? I think I want it just being one high. That's what I think. So yeah, we're going to make with the cracked stone. And we need a little entrance way. Like so. Whoops. Too far out. Boop. I think that's how I want it. I may end up adding extra height. I'm not too sure yet. We'll have to see. So, I've had a cool idea of how I'm going to do this. The graves. And it came about by pure accident. So, you may see. Can anyone figure it out? I got soul sand and I got armor sand. Does anyone know the interaction with soul sand and armor sand? I wonder. Boop. And you don't see the base. Look at that. That came about pure accident right there. Oh, pure accident. Well, I like it. We're going to scatter these across. They're all going to face into the middle here. I did end up deciding to go too high on the iron. I just thought it looked better with the gate. The gate didn't look right, just being too high. So I did the third one, and then if I did the third one here, I had to add the third one on the other side. So here's my graveyard, my gravestones. Have them in a little bit of a pattern. If you ever watch me, you'll know I like patterns. So patterns it is. So now all I gotta do is messy this place up because it looks too clean right now. And to messy, little bit of my favorite bone meal on the grass. So that you really need to do. Mess it up. You see I've got a couple of seats here where people that do come or used to come visit can sit down and mourn and think about their old loved ones. Damn, man, this got much bigger than I thought it was going to be in the messy front. We'll do the last one here. Boop. There we go. That looks exactly how I wanted it to look. I wanted it to see where you could have to kind of look to see the little gravestones right there on the outside. Right amount of flowers as well on the inside. I like it. See that one little change? A little bit of bone meal, and it makes this place go from looking kind of dull to looking very interesting to look at. So yeah, that's kind of my tip. If you just got a lot of greenery, just throw bone meal down. And I mean, if you think there's too many tall grass, you can just knock them down and plant some low grass. But I think this is good. I like how it looks like right now. So onwards to the fishing hut. We got a lot of pre-work we have to do for the fishing hut right now. I think I'm going to have to go find some more dirt. I'm not too sure. But I need to raise this up. I also need to do the walls as well to get those to be the correct height. This outside needs to be raised, but that doesn't really need to be raised. That's not part of this village, you know. Part of this village is on the inside. We're going to do the outside. We got to make it all look good. Hey, you guys. So, I'd like you guys to imagine me killing these. That's what I'm about to do. I may regret raising my world from water level to this height. But that's a future Tirean problem, I think. That is a future Tirean problem. So the way this fishing hut shack area is going to work is going to be two sections. They're going to attach to each other. I'm going to have this open section here, which I've laid out some blocks. This is going to be where all the stuff is stored and people come to the fishing area. So from here, we're going to have a place to come off to go and fish. And from this one here, there's going to be some stairs to go down where people can drop off their boats and come connect from the outside rivers. This is going to be the building. There's also going to be a building on top of this open area that they live. Kind of like the... Can we see it from here? Yeah, kind of like the way we did the blacksmith, where we have the shop on the bottom and the living areas on the top. We're going to do the same here. So this is going to be the little shop where people buy cooked fish and that from. And this is going to look real cool. We're going to have an actual open oven in here where you can see the fish cooking, which I like. Oh yeah, I forgot I planted bamboo in the back there, so I didn't have to run over here. So now I have my scaffolding. We can go up and down stuff. It makes building so much easier. I'm going to put the roof in like normal for the start of this build. However, the roof is probably not going to stay like that at the back because I'm going to have a chimney coming out the back here. I think this is the second house we have here with a chimney. It's like the most important buildings in my city are the ones that get the chimneys. Now, you've kind of seen this roof design before. And the city just has very similar roof design. This one ends up with being a two-pointed at the top. One of my favorite roofs because you get the diagonal things and there's no half slab on top and it's safe. Nothing's going to spawn or be scary. I really do enjoy this roof. Here's my little chimney. I like the design I went with here. It goes into the roof nicely. I just realized also I had my settings on fancy instead of fabulous. Kind of makes everything look a little more easy to see. Like, it's kind of a little blurry on fancy, but now I put it on fabulous, I find it a lot easier to see. This also looks kind of better as well with my leaves over there. So I might have to play with fabulous on and hopefully my computer does not die. Oh, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. This place is kind of looking like a house now. I'm going to have to put these details in here last, otherwise I'm not going to be able to get in and out of this section right here. I need to go get some netherrack so we can have a constant fire going here. Do not worry about the wood getting set on fire. We do not have fire spread on. We turned that off. Hey, nighttime. Right, let's do that, shall we? And we have a house. At least it looks like a house. Let's gotta do some detailing now. And you've kind of seen all the detailing we're going to do here. The detailing, if you've been paying attention and you've been watching the series so far, the houses look very similar to one another. And that's design intention. Purposely designed. Yeah, that's what we're going to look for. Purposely designed. So So I was going to think about having two different color roofs here, but I changed my mind. I thought it does look weird having two directly close. I decided to go with the spruce roof. So detailing's in on the top, and I like it. I actually really like the way I've done this. Normally, I have to put gardens and such in to give it a bit of difference to look at. But I think the height and the fence around here, and if we go around this side as well, this is added bit here on the bottom with the spruce makes a giant difference on the way it looks at the bottom and the back here. So I don't have to do the whole garden stuff to make it look a little better than it is. Yeah, I really like this. Whoops, put in gap. So now what I got to do is the underside. So for the initial design of the underside, nope, not that way. Not that way, like so. I'm going to start off by putting some spruce around the bottom here, with the lines going into the wood itself, like so. Now what we're going to do is a lovely trick here, where we're going to put barrels and smokers on the inside for some detailing, and we need to do a floor as well. I think the floor I'm going to do oak and spruce. We're going to do a mix of both. That's what I believe the plan is going to be. So this is the part where future Tirean really hates past Tirean, because this little dock we set up here is going to be the catalyst for the increased level of the river. You may have noticed, for those that pay attention, that we're no longer on fabulous graphics setting. And that is because it was making me get sick. I was getting travel sickness by playing on it. Which sucks, because it does look a little better, but I'd much rather not be feeling like I want to vomit as I'm playing video games, because that is not fun. That is not fun at all. So, I made this part look real busy. Busy. It makes it interesting at the bottom. Hope you guys think it looks interesting as well. I like it. We've also got some natural lighting as well, with some strategically placed lanterns. Right, so let's get working on this dock now, shall we? So for this to work how I want it to work, we're going to have to do some terraforming now. I want the river coming here to be underneath this dock. So I'm going to have to do some adjustments on this area and dig some things down. Whee! I mean, at least this part's fun. The building up's not so fun. But I do love tearing down stuff. But the plan is going to be to raise the water. I think it's too high. 1, 2, yeah, too high. Then that comes across here. And then we have a 3 high wall that's going to be textured coming around. Kind of putting out a little path right now of the way the river is going to go. Let me see if we can see it from here. I haven't actually checked. Yeah, so it comes around here. We got the water. This one comes this way and around. This one comes that way and around. So my plan on raising the water level is I'm going to use kelp. Kelp. And that's just so everything is pure water blocked and there's no like air pockets and that. Because I'm probably going to decorate this water with stuff. I need to decide how low we're going to dig to decorate. Probably not this low. I think I'm going to go 3 below the natural water level. So we'll have it like, let's say the natural water level is here. We'll probably do it so it's comes in like this in a little, we'll terraform it of course. And then the bottom part will be connected to the other side of the river. So when we're looking down, kind of like we're going little slope like this, so it's like a little U coming in there. I think that'll look good. Can't believe all of this just for a dock, man. I like this though, it's looking good. This part is mostly done. All I've got to do is decorate this, get some fish and do this part. Then this part's all done. I like it. So I was originally trying to do the terraforming as I was digging down, but my brain was getting super confused about the different angles I did. So instead I flattened everything else and then we're going to build up because I think that'll be a little easier. Everything's looking a little square right now. We need to make sure that's not the case. And remember, the water is going to start from here. So it's going to go too high as well. So hopefully the bottom doesn't look so square. Let's see if we can get a look at it again. So like we get it before and then after. I'm only going to go up to, where is it? This part here. And I've got another part over there that we're going to do. Because I can't just do the entire river, because we'll be doing that for the rest of the series. So I got to do a little parts. I thought about what I can do with different levels as well. Like in England, we have canals and canal locks. So I can do those. And whenever I want to lower this, I can just build a canal lock and lower. And if I want to higher it again, I can build a canal lock and just say it goes higher and lower. You know, anyone who's seen those before or Google, they're pretty cool. So let's get on with some terraforming. There we go. That's looking less square. I'm not 100% happy with the way the terraforming is looking. However, this is going to change constantly. Especially when I'm adding the water levels up and I'm putting decoration in the water. Because it's just not going to be plain. There's going to be stuff in here. Like we have a whole update that adds water stuff that I've never ever used. So we're going to mess with that in here as well. That is a future Tirean job. Man, future Tirean's gonna hate current Tirean. If you hear him complaining about me in the last videos, well, in the later videos, yeah, I'm sorry. What? I can make that. Need to decide how we're gonna do this part as well. Once again, future Tirean problem, not current Tirean problem. So let me show you how I'm gonna do the water. Okay, so there's a few ways you can do the water. The way I'm going to do it is like so. I'm just going to do one little bucket and then put kelp down. And this way I guarantee that I get every single one of these be guaranteed water source blocks. Because otherwise you get loads of air bubble pockets in here. And I do not want that. We'll give it a little help on this corner. Thank you very much. So too high. So what should happen, let's see if I can give you an example, is when this grows, that should become a water block, and then this one grows, and it should spread out, and then that one grows, and this one, and they should all spread out, and they should make water sources come all along here, and completely fill out. So what I have to do is fill in all of this area with kelp. And we can also pick this stuff up later and use it for fuel in the future. And it should look good. This was a brilliant idea. I'm going to do this for every single piece of water that I need to raise. Like, it took like 20 minutes at max to raise all of this stuff. And I'm sure it would be that long no matter how big it is. Well, I think it took me longer to place this stuff down and collect it than it did to raise the water, which is cool. So all I have left to really do here is, you know, extend it out and texturize the side walls, but that's going to be for another episode. Or maybe not even an episode. Maybe we'll do that off camera. We don't really need to see the texturizing. Hello? Anyone want some fish? No. So the way we have to get into here, poor employees, is you have to knock it up like that and then crawl over. So I got some netherrack down here, so that's always on cooking, burning. Cooking some fish. Nom 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 nom. Not really sure how to decorate the inside here. We'll figure that out in the future, or maybe I'll just keep it the same. Squeezing through. Got some cake as well, for anyone who wants some cake. I like this building though. It's very squarey, but that's by design. You won't really notice the squareness once everything is built around it. It's kind of similar to how these houses are. They're very square, but you don't really notice them. So yeah, now what we really have left to do is to build up the city. Ah, it's going to be fun. I cannot wait to see the finished product. I'm also going to add a gate here. There's going to be an entrance probably here or here. Haven't decided yet. We'll decide when we rebuild these walls, because they got to go a little higher on this side to get measured out with this. I realized I needed an entrance here, or I was going to have to jump in the water and come around. And that was annoying, so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get an entrance. So I have 3 entrances to this place now. So yeah, thanks for watching, people. Leave a comment on what you think of my little cooker. What do you think of my water idea as well, with raising the water levels? Introducing global warming to Minecraft. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll see you all later. Bye.